Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Screen.
Good evening, ma'am.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So, how have you been? Did you all see the Prana Pratishtha?
In bits and pieces, yes.
Okay. How was the experience?
Yeah, I would like to go and see the place someday.
Indeed, even the idol was so beautiful.
Oh, very cute. Very, very cute.
So beautiful. I mean, the
Very cute.
sense of the age and so age appropriate, and the eyes were so telling. So it was really so pleasing to see. The idol was truly mesmerizing, I feel. And just for that, and it was Yogi Raj, the sculptor, is
From
Mysore.
Mysore.
Is
It's from
my
Mysore.
Yes, yes, and a very young person.
It's
Having
in his lineage. Sculpting is something that he's I mean, it's in his family.
okay, and that shows, that shows because that's an art form that requires a lot of dedication and patience and perseverance. Uh,
Yes.
I can imagine. Very beautiful, and I feel thanks to the live telecast, it became so personal. So despite the fact that we were not able to attend it in person, but it was so
Physically.
personal, and we could have our own private moment with the God. It was so nice,
Yes.
It was really very nice. Anybody else who witnessed the Prana Pratishtha?
Yes, madam. I also witnessed it.
Oh, very nice, sir. Very nice. It was really a moment to cherish. Oh, is also witnessed. Okay, nice. Okay, so today we will start with revision of the zodiac signs, a few slides of revision. So I request, we will start from below. Okay, Yatish ji, could you read out this slide? Yatish ji, can you hear me? Okay, I request Mika ma'am to please read out the slide.
Ma'am, they're asking you to unblock their mics.
Oh, is it? Oh, but I really can't do that. I can only ask you to unmute.
Unmute otherwise.
And I can ask them to unmute, but I cannot do that for them. But I am not muted anyone. That's Ambi. Yeah. But I can only ask. Okay, then whoever's mic is open, please go ahead.
Shall I read?
Yes, please.
So this is the chart based on the southern style of preparing a horoscope.
Right.
We have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius in the 12 houses.
Right. Next, whoever has a mic open, can you please read?
ಮೇಷ ವೃಷಭ ಮಿಥುನ ಕರ್ಕ ಸಿಂಹ ಕನ್ಯಾ ತುಲಾ ವೃಶ್ಚಿಕ ಧನುಷ ಮಕರ ಕುಂಭ ಮೀನ.
Right. Thank you, Ramana sir.
Thank you.
Next, Sridevi ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Planets? Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu are the shadow planets.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Next, who can read this?
I can read it again if you like.
Yes, please go ahead. Now, when you read, say Mars is the lordship of Aries and Scorpio. So read both the houses together.
Okay, so Jupiter is the lordship of Pisces and Sagittarius. Mars is the lord of Aries and Scorpio. Venus is the lord of Taurus and Libra. Mercury is the lord of Gemini and Virgo. The other planets, Saturn is the lord of Aquarius and Capricorn. Moon rules just one house, Cancer, as well as Sun, which is Leo.
Yes, great. Next, I want you to read one house at a time. So please start from this house, okay?
First
Okay.
house.
Yeah. This.
Ma'am, shall I read?
Yes, ma'am.
Mesha, that is Aries, self, physical body, general characteristics.
Yes, correct.
Ma'am,
Second.
Sorry.
Ma'am, 1 second. Ma'am,
Yes.
shall I read the same Mesha ruled by the Vrishchik Rashi also?
No. So,
No.
when I would like to clarify here one thing. That when we read these boxes, we are not reading the rashis, but we are reading the bhavas or the houses.
Okay.
So
Okay.
your first house could be Mesh, could be Scorpio, could be Karka, could be anything.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So when you read, so don't read Mesh as self, physical body, general characteristics. Read it as first house or first bhava as self, physical body, general characteristics.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So now what I do is I request Gayatri ma'am to read 1, 2, 3. Then the next person read 4, 5, 6. Three houses we will take.
Okay, then I will say it not as Mesha, I will say it as first house.
Or first house, right, right.
First house. So, first house, self, physical body, general characteristics. Second, wealth, family, speech, and resources. Third, siblings and courage.
Correct. There are more characteristics in each house. However, we are highlighting on few right now so that we don't get confused. Okay.
Okay.
So third house will not only be siblings and courage, it will mean many other things. But we have just selected very few terms so that we remember the most prominent ones.
Okay, okay.
So I request Rupa Abhishek ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Fourth house, mother, peace, happiness, education, comfort. Fifth house, children, fame, talent, emotions. Sixth house, enemies, obstacles, diseases, accidents.
Right.
Hmm.
Next, Pavitra ma'am.
Shall I read, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Seventh house, relationship, spouse, partner. Eighth house, longevity, troubles, secrets, occult signs, in-laws. Ninth house, guru, father, luck, fortunes, dharma. 10th house, work, career, power, status.
Okay, hold. I request somebody else to read last three houses.
Shall I read, ma'am?
Yeah, please. Who is this, ma'am? Nalini, ma'am?
Rashmi.
Rashmi. Okay. Yes.
The 10th house, no?
Yeah.
10th house, Makara.
No, not Makara, just 10th house.
Yes, correct.
Okay, 10th house,
Hmm.
work,
Hmm.
career, power, status. 11th house, income, friend, elder brother, sorry. And 12th house, losses, donations, sacrifice, spirituality, imprisonment, foreign land.
Right.
We
So-
have both imprisonment and foreign land in the 12th house.
Yes.
Okay.
It is Vyayasthana. And so there are Sanskrit names to all these as well. In the next class, I'll introduce you to the Sanskrit names.
Yeah, means losses.
There is loss, absolutely. So, so out of these, which house numbers do you think talk about the negatives of life? Read
6,
carefully.
12, 8.
The 12th and
12,
the
6, 8.
Right, correct.
6th one.
12,
The 6th one.
Yes.
6th and 12th.
6th, 12th, and 8th, right. So these are nothing but the dusthanas or the ill-fated houses, dusthanas. Okay, and the kendra sthanas, that is very prominent.
1, 4, 7, 10 are the Kendra sthanas.
Yes, absolutely right. The quadrant or the kendra sthanas are 1, 4, 7, 10. If you see 1 is for self, 4 is for mother, okay, 7 is for your spouses, relationship partners, and 10 is your profession, your career, right? So, and which are the trines of the three prominent houses? Trines they are called. 1, 5, and 9. 1 is again self, 5 is your child, fame, talent, emotions, and 10 again, 9 is your guru, father, luck, fortune, dharma. Okay, so 1, 5,
And 6,
9.
8, 12 are called what houses? 6, 8, 12?
So 3, 6, 8, 12 are called as dusthanas.
Dut.
Do is ill-fated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, 1 second, ma'am. Can you please repeat it, ma'am? I will note it down.
Yeah, sure. 1, 4, 7, 10 are called as kendras.
4, 7, 10.
1, 4, 7, 10.
The quadrant.
Quadrant or kendras. Then 1, 5, 9 are called as trikona. Trikona is a triangle, right?
What are those, ma'am? 1, 5?
1, 5, 9. Houses
9
1,
are
5, 9 are trikona or trines. Trines. And the dusthanas are 6, 8, and 12.
6, 8, and 12?
Yeah, Dusthana.
Dusthana.
Dusthana. Right?
Hmm.
Slowly, you will get to know more about it.
Ma'am, why is 11th house left out of all of this?
Very good question. I have also no answer
It's
for
even
it.
second house, ma'am. Even second house. Second
Sorry?
house, third house.
Yeah,
Second
yeah. So they have
Second
their, yes, they have their significance. But if you see the most prominent, the highest high and the lowest low are these. They are also important. So when you talk about relationship, when you want to find out ki iski shadi hogi ya nahi hogi, so you will see the second house and seventh house. Because second house talks about family, seventh house talks about relationships. So they are important, no doubt. But if you see the highest highs and the lowest lows, then 1, 4, 7, 10 and 1, 5, 9 and 3, 6, 6, 8, 12. These are very significant. 2 and 11 are also significant, but not to the level
in
of,
conjunction.
sorry.
They are always seen in conjunction.
Exactly.
2 is in conjunction with 7. So
Yes,
11
yes.
will be in conjunction with family
Could be
also.
with 10 also, could be with 10 also. Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Is this clear? We'll move to the next. So yes, when you talk about bhavas, remember one thing, your bhava calculation will be always from your ascendant sign. And your ascendant could be anything, right? It could be Mesha, it could be Vrishabha, it could be Meena. So always the first house is whichever is your ascendant will be your first house or first bhava. Okay? This concept you have to remember, right? Now, when it comes to medical astrology, which organs or which body parts are represented by which Rashi, this table is going to tell you that. So I request somebody to read it in totality so that we don't waste much time.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Please go ahead.
Aries, Mesha, head. Taurus, Rishabha, neck and throat. Gemini, Mithuna, lungs, arms and shoulders. Cancer, Karka, chest, breast and stomach. Leo, Simha, heart and upper back. Virgo, Kanya, abdomen, digestive system. Libra, Tula, kidneys and lumbar region. Scorpio, Vrishchika is genitals. Sagittarius and Dhanusha is hips and thighs. Capricorn, Makara, knees and bones. Aquarius, Kumbha is for calves, shins and ankles. Pisces, Meena is for feet.
Right. So somebody asked me spine, right? So spine could be bones also, right? So it is a vertebrae. It's a bone. So
So it is
Capricorn,
Makara.
sorry?
It is Makara then.
Makara.
Spine is sun because it's energy. All the chakras
Planet,
and
this is the
Sun
Rashi.
planet. I'm talking about Rashi.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and if we have nervous system anywhere, no, they haven't given. Okay. So, yeah. So then we have to correlate accordingly. Okay. So this is just for your information. I'll just check some chats are here. Can you please repeat? Okay. Ambi has asked, what is 1, 1, 4? Ambi, is it clear? 1, 4, 7, 10 is Kendra. Okay. I think she's unable to unmute herself. Okay. So this is the religion. Sorry?
I think spine should include both Makara and Simha, correct? Because it's the upper back and the bones.
Upper back.
So
Yes,
I
yes.
think Nikhil ji made a valid point, I think.
Yes. When he said sun, yes, because sun is a lot of Simha, right? Right, absolutely right. Okay. So coming to, okay. Can you see the screen now? No, wait. I'll just share it again. Yes. Is the screen visible now? It's a Excel sheet.
Yes.
Yeah, just a moment. I'll just. I can't notice. Why is it so? Okay, hide. No. I can't control this. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you all read it? Is it visible or
Yes.
too small?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Visible.
no? Okay. I request Nalini ma'am, please. Can you read this table?
Yes.
Yes.
Mesha is Agni, Vrishabha is Prithvi,
Mhm,
Mithuna is Vayu,
mhm,
Karkataka is Jala,
mhm,
Simha is Agni,
mhm,
Kanya is Prithvi, Tula is Vayu,
mhm,
Vrichika is Jala,
mhm,
Dhanu is Agni,
mhm,
Makara is Prithvi,
mhm.
Kumbha is Vayu, and Meena is Jala.
Right. So you have Agni, Prithvi, Vayu, Jal, Agni, Prithvi, Vayu, Jal, Agni, Prithvi, Vayu, Jal.
That repeats, no, ma'am?
Sorry?
That repeats, no, ma'am?
That repeats, yes. So if you see 159, which is your trines, 159, of course, trines if it is, if your mesh is your Lagna Rashi, then only. So 159 sequentially you will see is Agni. Prithvi is 2, 6 and 10. That is Vrishabha, Kanya and Makar. Vayu is Mithuna, Tula and Kumbha. And of course, Jala is Karkataka, Vrishchika and Meena. Right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Next we will see the qualities. Okay, now I request Ramana sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you read this? Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Great. Can you read it, sir?
Yeah. Mesha Rasi,
Mhm.
Mars, Sun is exalted, Saturn is debilitated.
Correct.
Vrishabha Rasi,
Mhm.
Venus is
The
exalted.
Lord. Yes.
Yeah,
Venus is
Lord
This
is
is the
Venus.
Lord.
Yeah. Mithuna Rasi, Mercury is own Lord.
Mhm.
Kataka Rasi, Moon is the Lord of Kataka.
Mhm.
Jupiter is exalted and Mars is debilitated.
Mhm.
Simha Rasi, Sun
Mhm.
is exalted. I
Mhm.
mean, Sun
Sun
is
is not.
own house. Sun own house.
Mhm.
Kanya
Nothing.
Rasi,
Hmm.
Kanya Rasi, Mercury is exalted as well as Mercury is Mula Trikona and Mercury is own house.
Okay.
Venus is debilitated.
Mhm.
Tula Rasi, Venus is own house.
Mhm.
Saturn is exalted. Sun is debilitated.
Mhm.
Vrichika Rasi,
Mhm.
Mars own house.
Mhm.
Moon is debilitated.
Mhm.
Dhanur Rasi,
Mhm.
Jupiter is own house.
Mhm.
Makara Rasi,
Mhm.
Saturn is own house.
Mhm.
Mars is exalted.
Mhm.
Jupiter is debilitated.
Mhm.
Kumbha Rasi,
Mhm.
Saturn is own house.
Mhm. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Meena Rasi,
Mhm.
Jupiter own house.
Mhm.
Venus is exalted.
Mhm.
Mercury is debilitated.
Thank you so much. Yes. So if you see the four corners of the square, okay,
Yeah.
Meena Rashi, Mithuna Rashi, Kanya Rashi, Dhanu Rashi are all dual.
Dual, yes.
Yes. And the first, the odd ones, that is no, not odd ones, I should say. 1, then 4, 1, 4, 7, 10. 1, 4, 7, 10 are movable. Okay. So similarly, next kya hai? 2, 5, 8 and 9 are fixed. And 3, 6, 9 and 12 are dual. So if you remember one, you will remember sequentially ek add karenge, so you will remember the next one. Okay. So, and of course, the odd ones are male and the even ones are female. Now,
Female.
can someone read jo under box mein likha hai? Can they read that?
Aspect?
Yes.
Okay. Aspects all planets will look at 7th house.
Mm-hmm.
Sun looks at 7th house.
Mm-hmm.
Moon looks at 7th house.
Mm-hmm.
Mercury looks at 7th house.
Mm-hmm.
Venus looks at 7th house.
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter looks at 5th, 7th, and 9th house.
Mm-hmm.
Mars looks at 4th, 7th, and 8th house.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn looks at 3rd, 7th, and 10th house.
Mm-hmm.
Rahu looks at 3rd, 7th, and 11th house.
Mm-hmm.
Ketu looks at 3rd, 7th, and 11th house.
Right. Now, when I say it looks at, what does it really mean? For instance, just let us assume, okay, that in this chart, Mars is located in the Mesha Rashi. Okay. Now, when I say Mars is located in the Mesha Rashi, the house that is exactly 180 degree opposite to it is
Tula.
Tula. So,
Tula.
Mars, when I say every planet looks at the 7th house, is सामने वाली
180 degrees.
180 डिग्री सामने वाली खिड़की में जो भी है उस हाउस को वो देखता है वो planet. So if Mars is in the first house, 180 degree would be the 7th house, which is Tura. Similarly, if Mars is in Vrishabha, then 180 degree will be Vrishchika. If it is in Mithuna, it will be exactly diagonally opposite Dhanu. So every planet, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu will look at its samne wali khidki, will look at its diagonally opposite house. However, you will have these 3 planets, 3 main planets and 2 shadow planets having special drishti other than the
Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn. Okay.
Yes. So Jupiter, where it will look other than the 7th house?
5th and 9th.
5th and 9th. So 5, 7, 9. So what does it really mean? Suppose say Jupiter is here in Meena Rashi. Okay. Now, if Jupiter is here, if it is
look at Kanya.
7th house means it will look at
Kanya.
Kanya. Now, 5th
And
house from
Karkataka
this
and Vrishchika
house.
also.
So 5th house from Jupiter will be 1, 2, 3,
Karkataka.
4, 5. Karkataka. Right? So 5, 6, 7,
9th will be Vrishchika.
8, 9. Right. So Jupiter will look at Karkataka, will look at Kanya, and will also look at Vrishchika.
Oh.
That's what it means. Now, similarly, agar Mars hai, Mars Aries mein hai. Oh, I can draw, no? 1 minute, and let me annotate. It'll be nice. So suppose Mars is here. Okay. Now Mars is going to look where all? It is going to look at the 7th house first. So it will look over here. It will look at the 8th house also and the 4th house. Now 4th house is 1, 2, 3, 4. Again Karkataka. And 8th house is one house ahead. That is Vrishchika. So Mars will have Drishti on Karkataka as well as Vrishchika. So these are the special aspects. Now the next is Saturn, right? Assume that Saturn is here. Okay. Saturn is here. So 7th house will be Kumbha mein hai to dekhega Simha mein. 7th house. फिर उसकी दृष्टि और 3rd house में है. So 1, 2, 3. It is going to look at Mesha and this is 7. So next is 10th house. 8, 9, 10. Vrishchika. So always when you say कि ये दृष्टि है, means it is going to look at certain places. It is always you should count from its position. Okay. Matlab, wherever the planet is located, from that house the calculations will start and not from the ascendant. You understood? So
where the planet is in that ascendant, in that chart.
Yes, yes.
In the natal chart from that point.
Yes, from that point the drishti will be calculated. Right?
And what does drishti signify, ma'am?
Yes. So it basically gives strength to the or its traits or characteristics to whichever house it looks at. So there are 2 aspects, whichever Rashi it looks at and the bhava that the Rashi holds and the planet that it has. So it is a lot of chemistry here in the sense कि अगर planet benefic है और malefic को देख रहा है, अगर planet malefic है और benefic को देख रहा है, means a good planet is looking at a bad planet or a bad planet is looking at a good planet or an exalted planet is looking at a debilitated planet. So there are so many permutation combinations. We will slowly learn about it. But for now, you just understand that planets look
You have to keep in mind while all these things while reading a chart.
While analyzing, yes. This will come handy when you start analyzing. But for now, You just remember that every planet looks at the 7th house from itself, and certain planets have a special aspect. That is, for example, Jupiter will look at the 5th and the 9th. Mars will look at the 4th and the 8th. Saturn will look at the 3rd and the 10th. And Rahu and Ketu will look at the 3rd and the 11th. Okay. Now, what is the speciality of Rahu and Ketu? जब हम calculate कर रहे हैं for other planets, we will go clockwise, right? But for Rahu and Ketu, the calculations will go anti-clockwise. Meaning, suppose Rahu is located, okay, let's say Rahu is here. If Rahu is here, then I'm not going to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to calculate 1, 2, 3.
It will be in Dhanu.
Dhanu. Makara.
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 Kumbha.
Makar. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Then
Okay, what it is also counted as 1?
Here, sorry.
The bhava it is in is also counted as 1. So not
Yes,
Kumbha is
yes.
not 1.
Always count the planet, the house in which it resides as 1.
Okay.
Like how you count the ascendant as 1, right? Similarly,
Okay.
so Rahu is in Meena, that will be 1. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
This is 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11. So it will look at Vrishabha also. Understood? But it is, what is the difference here? It is going to be anti-clockwise, not clockwise. Right? Only Rahu and Ketu we will be looking at it anti-clockwise. Is this concept?
3, 11, no, clockwise, anti-clockwise will come the same.
Sorry?
Anti-clockwise, clockwise will come the same, 3 and 11.
3 and 11, yeah.
It will come as the same. So it
come at the same, yeah. But
But
then,
ma'am, why this exception with Rahu and Ketu?
because their motion is anti-clockwise. All the planets will go clockwise. Rahu, Ketu will be moving anti-clockwise.
Okay.
I don't know whether you attended my class, but I had shown when the day is fixed and when the date is fixed. The motion of planets I had shown in one of the classes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't.
You remember Rahu moving in the opposite direction and other planets moving forward? Yeah, that is the reason. Right?
Okay.
Okay. There's someone saying something. Okay. Their answer. Okay. Okay. Yes. So is this clear?
Dr. Joshi, for clarification purposes, when you say exalted and debilitated, you mean they are stronger or weaker, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And when you say malefic or benefic, they are in association with their positions in a destructive mode or a constructive mode. Is that what you mean?
Yes. So when you say a planet is benefic, and by definition, planets can be divided as benefic and malefic. The effect that they produce on the native could be benefic or malefic. Means they could be beneficial to the native or they could give ill effect, basically. So the natural benefic that you see in the chart are Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and the increasing way or the
Amavasya to Purnami moon.
Amavasya, absolutely. Amavasya to Purnima moon.
Waxing moon.
Waxing, yes, thank you. I always get confused.
So the same planet can be both malefic or benefic, or what they say?
No.
Is each
So
planet
Jupiter,
only malefic or benefic?
Yes, so they will be only malefic or benefic, except for Mercury. Mercury is the one that can be easily influenced and can act malefic if it is in the company of a malefic planet. But Jupiter is always benefic, Venus is always benefic, waxing moon is always benefic, waning moon is malefic, Mercury in a bad company is malefic, Rahu Ketu are malefic, Saturn is malefic, Mars is malefic, and Sun is a cruel planet. We wouldn't call it malefic, but it is cruel.
But Sun is the leader of all of these guys.
Yes.
Of malefic planets. Okay.
But it is cruel. Why, how, when, and again there are permutation combinations. That is, if a malefic is in a dusthan, it will give good effect. So there are so many permutation combinations. So let's not. This is just a very basic classification. Let's remember that. But when you analyze, you take into account many factors. So
Placement, that means placement is very important.
yes,
Placement,
absolutely.
configuration, planet configuration is very important.
Very true, very true. Yes,
Okay.
yes. But for now, basic understanding, this you should know. That's all. Is this clear? Is the
Yes.
aspect and drishti part clear, that kaun kisko dekhta hai and
Thank you. That helps.
yeah, that's
Ma'am.
clear, right? If anybody has, sorry, yes.
Yeah, while reading the details of the of every house,
Yeah.
that he said that it is Mula Trikona in Kanya.
Yeah.
What is that Mula Trikona, ma'am?
Mula Trikona is also a concept. I will introduce you to in the next class.
Yeah, that is after
Okay.
the
But is
exaltation.
there only one Mula Trikona?
30
Only
degrees.
one Kanya is the only Mula Trikona?
No.
No,
Every
no.
planet has a Mula Trikona. That is a position where it gives its maximum benefit effects. Maximum effect, not benefit. Means they are the most powerful in that particular position.
Like you said in previous class that if sun stays in Mesha, that is it gives 100% result. Like that is Mula.
Yes. Yes.
That is up to 0 to 10 degrees,
0 to
when
10
it is in exaltation. From 10 degrees to 30 degrees, normal, it will give normal result.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's okay. Let's go to the next. Yes. Now can someone read this? What do you call it? Yes, just the first line. So read row wise, okay? When you say sun, please go ahead and read the whole line.
Okay.
Yeah, I will read. Son,
Yes.
father, 9th house, father-in-law, 3rd house. If the placement is 3rd house, sun, for any chart.
Right.
Colors light, red, orange. Metals gold, copper. Grain is wheat.
Right. So basically, every planet has represents certain relationship. They have a particular liking for a color, means a color particularly denotes a planet. Even the metal, sometimes, not sometimes, metals also have a predilection for in a particular planet. They say ki if you have a debilitated sun, means I've heard this. If you eat in a copper vessel or a copper utensil, it will kind of strengthen your sun, not really give it the strength in its exaltation, not that much strength, but at least it will try and give you strength. So that is the correlation. Or if you wear gold, or if you wear any copper item on your body, or if you eat in a copper utensil, your sun, if it is debilitated, or if it is weak, or if it is not giving you the power, then it gives. Even the grains, they say that if you consume grain, now I don't know the exact science behind it, that when it should be consumed, in what form it should be consumed, but this is what they have written, that particular grains. Yeah.
While performing some pujas, homas at home, this pradhana archakas who comes, they say it is better to give it to as a dana.
Okay.
Offering to somebody else. Likewise, wheat, if sun is debilitated, if you give wheat as offering for some other person, or copper or gold as to somebody else, then that is the blessings from that strengthens the graha. Like
Okay. So it is not only for consumption or self-use, but it is the dana that you do also in this form.
dana that we do, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. This perspective. Oh, very nice. Thank you for sharing with us, ma'am. Yes. So,
Dr.
ma'am, could
Joshi,
you
she is right. For decades, many Vedic families do that. They donate the properties, the metal and the grain, for all the debilitated planets that are on the side.
Fantastic.
That is like remedial measures.
Remedial measures. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a way of pacifying the planet, I am told, to help to get the planet's blessings.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Ma'am, Nalini ma'am, could you read the second line then? Moon.
Sure. Moon relationship is for mother and mother-in-law. The color is white. The metals are silver and aluminum. And the grains are paddy and raw something. I can't read the next part.
I'll just. Oh, there is more.
Rice.
Raw rice.
Navaratna
rice.
stone.
And the
Yeah.
Navaratna stone is pearl.
Pearl, yeah. And
Pearl.
for sun, it is ruby.
Ruby. Okay.
Right, right. Yes, Sridevi ma'am, can you read the third line?
Yes. Mars. Mars is for younger brother, husband, and cousins. The color is red. Metal is copper. Grain is red tur dal. And Navratna stone is red coral.
Right, right. Yes. Next, Nikhil ji.
Mercury, relationship, maternal uncle, friends. Color, green. Metal, bronze. Grains, green gram. Navratna stone, emerald.
Right. Next, Amrita.
Dr. Joshi, one more small addition.
Yes.
In each of these cases, it is also considered a very important Vedic ritual, for instance, to light a ghee lamp on grains of wheat, put it on the grains of wheat to offer to the sun, or just raw rice and a ghee lamp on it for the moon, and red tur dal for Mars. You can appease the gods even in the house just by having that particular grain on a copper plate or a brass plate, not stainless steel or anything with steel, and put a ghee lamp on it and light it. And if you just do that, that is appeasement at home if you can't find somebody to donate these grains to.
Okay, wow.
And then we have to donate these grains?
No,
Yeah,
you just
can't donate is what you say.
when you finish with the stuff, you can just put the grains in a running water somewhere, like take it to the closest nadi and put it there.
Oh.
Or else you can soak it in water and feed it to cow.
Yes, you can do that too.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Offering water to sun also is a kind of a
Yeah.
in the morning.
That
In the
is
morning.
Arghya.
yes.
Arghya.
But you have to do that with Gayatri mantra.
Oh, okay.
And also you can say some Aditya Strotam Hridayam. You can chant
Yes.
that.
That's for Balaji.
No, that's for
No.
sun.
Aditya Vrudyam is for sun god.
Is it?
Because my
Yeah,
son
yeah.
is weak. I do that every day.
Yeah. Especially on Sundays and every Sankranti.
Yeah.
Someone please see
And
my
you can
chart and give me
fast
some
him.
remedies.
Yeah. Give me your
Even fast.
details. I'll see it and I'll let you know.
Send me some remedies, please. Wheat,
Okay.
flour, anything will do.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes. Okay, fine. Please finish this now so that otherwise today bhi hamara class आधा अधूरा हो जाएगा.
So
Yes, please. Okay, Ambi, so now that you're speaking, please read.
from Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jupiter relationship is children, elders, gurus, teachers. Colors is yellow. Metals is gold, brass, and green is chickpea.
And Navratna stone is?
Yellow sapphire.
Yellow sapphire. Right. Prashant sir, can you read? Prashant sir?
Hello. Planet name is Venus.
Right.
Relationship, wife, paternal uncle, aunt, father, sister. Color is bright white. Metals, diamond, silver, white gold, or platinum. Grains, butter beans, lima beans. Navratna stone is diamond.
Yes, thank you. Priyanka ji?
Yep, I'm reading it out. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, please.
Saturn, planet name is Saturn, relationship paternal uncle, father's younger brother, elder brother. Colors is
Background
black.
noise, too much of unable to hear.
Metals, iron, grains, sesame seeds, and Navratna stone is blue sapphire.
Right. Thank you. Next, Smita ma'am.
Hello.
Yes.
Yahoo. Planet name Yahoo. Relationship paternal grandfather. Colors blue. Metal lead. Grains, black gram, and Navaratna Hesonite. I am first.
What's Hezgerite?
Now only I have this Navaratna stone. Hesonite. Gomedakam, isn't it?
Gomeda.
Okay.
It's a brown stone, deep brown in color.
Okay. Great. If you could share the picture on the group also, WhatsApp group, please.
Gomedikam, it's Gomedikam.
Yeah. Pavitra ma'am, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Planet name Ketu, relationship man and father. Colors, multicolors. Metals, iron rust, alloys. Grains, horse gram. Navaratna stones, cat's eye.
Cat's eye. Right.
Yes, Gomeda and cat's eye, do they exist in the nature or it is to be made?
I'll have to Google it. I don't know.
Because
I want both. Both didn't work on me.
Huh?
I want both of them. Both didn't work. So whether it's man-made, God-given, it didn't work. So
no. Actually, these things will work only for enlightened souls, not for ordinary souls like us.
I have all the three bad boys in all the main houses, 6, 8, and 12.
Yeah.
Maybe you will have to do all the remedies. मतलब metal भी डालना पड़ेगा, grains भी डालने पड़ेगा.
I'm going to become like Bappi Larry very soon and start adorning myself with everything.
Nikhilji, it's working on me, I must say.
Which one is working on you?
This cat's eye I'm wearing right now. So I'm wearing since at least some 5 years, I can say.
But how do you know it's the cat's eye and not your dasha? That's again $1 million question, no?
Sorry that I don't know. But
so see, today, so that's the whole thing, that today when the going is good, तुम cat's eye पहनो, good time में भी तुमको कुछ नहीं होगा. My Hindi is very
जब
bad.
जब बुरा टाइम चल रहा था तभी पहना ना, तो तभी के तभी मुझे रिजल्ट
but
मिला.
you see, so that's the whole thing. That's where the faith comes in. You say that I've taken a Saridon for a headache. It's faith.
Okay.
And a glass of water.
I've tried water, I've tried everything.
The entire thing relies on your faith. The blinder and the deeper your faith, the better it works.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि क्यों पहना. किसी ने बोला कैसा ही पहनने को, तो ठीक है पहन लिया. बट कैसे जाना जाता है?
हमारा 2020 में से
let's get
केतु का महादशा शुरू है.
Fine.
चल रहा है.
Dr. Manjari, I want to ask you.
Come back to class.
Dr. Manjari, I want to ask you regarding that Mars you were showing husband. Can you just show it once again? That previous slide.
Yes. And somebody mute, please. Okay, Mars husband. No, wait. Yes, what exactly did you want, sir? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. What about it?
No, the other gentleman wanted to see it.
Oh, yes, Ramana, sir, I think.
Miss, I think you muted all, is it?
Yes, I have, because there was a lot of background noise. Okay, so I think let's please cut the chase and now finish our class for today. Okay.
Okay, miss. Thank you.
Yeah. No. Finish our class means finish this reading this.
Oh, I thought you said finish the class.
No. Please, Nikhilji, please read.
Which one?
This one. Okay. Can you see my screen?
I can see the previous screen, ma'am, which we already read.
Oh, sorry. Look at me. 1 minute. I'll stop share and share again. 1 minute. Can you read now?
Yes, Miss.
Please.
Shanishwara,
Mm-hmm.
Saturn,
Mm-hmm.
medical astrology,
Mm-hmm.
geriatrics, death, bones and teeth, osteoporosis, arthritis, degenerative diseases, dehydration, premature aging, cancer. Gem, blue sapphire, day Saturday, rules Capricorn and Aquarius, exaltation Libra, debilitation Aries, DS 7th house.
That is directional strength is
Strength,
7.
yes.
Right? Okay. Next, read.
Shanishwara Saturn represents justice, hardship, hard work, labor, intensive, slow, discipline, order, structure, dependable, stability, separation, solitude, limitation, obstruction, death, disease, oppression, pessimistic, worry, fear, bad luck, old age, delays, concentration, paralysis, depression, stunted, deprivation, bondage, fixed assets, land, property, endurance, and lasting, doubt, phobias, darkness, sorrow, longevity, detachment, decay. A well-placed Saturn can bestow excellent power, prestige, name, and fame. It is associated with all the aspects of life that teach one how to be more thoughtful and practical, as well as deep and profound.
Yeah. So these words, discipline, order, structure, dependable, stability, separation, solitude. So they have a meaning. You will come to know
Yes.
the meaning as you, read your own charts or read your friends' charts, or, you can connect the dots when you
Yes.
actually start reading. So just remember that each and every word that you read for Shanishwara represents something, some aspect of your life.
Correct.
Need not take it at face value at all, because being pessimistic, oppression, bad luck need not be in its real sense. But you have to understand the play, like it's mentioned here, that a well-placed Saturn can bestow excellent power, prestige, name, and fame. So just because it's a malefic planet, that does not mean that it gives you bad effects only. No.
Correct.
So that is all that it means. Please go ahead and read, Rahul.
Ma'am, how we'll see the
Ma'am?
well placed and all?
That we will learn later, ma'am. Please first
Ma'am?
let's focus on this and finish off. No, I
Rahu
will not
North,
entertain any questions right now. We'll just finish reading this because we have to finish this today. Yeah.
Rahu North Node,
Yes.
medical astrology, passion, possessions, manic depression, insanity, intoxication, hormonal imbalances, insomnia, hysteria, neurosis, nervous disorders, cancer. Gem, hessonite garnet, also known as a gomate, exaltation Taurus, debilitation Scorpio, directional strength 10th house.
Right. Next.
Rahu North Node again represents fame, extremes, foreigners and foreign lands, fulfillment of worldly desires, status, prestige, power, worldly success, obsessive addictions, psychic disturbances, poisons that destroy and heal, medicine, drugs and alcohol, passion, wealth, laziness. Rahu has a very unsteady and erratic force. Rahu can bring great material progress. Rahu is fantasy and creates illusions of all kinds. It especially manifests in one's compulsions or uncontrollable passions.
Right. So if in one end Rahu is all about wealth, expansion, obsessive behavior, success, power, Ketu is the other end. It's all detachment.
Correct.
And
Spiritual.
yes, spiritual aspect. Now please go ahead and read Ketu.
Ketu South Node, medical astrology, psychic disorders, radiation diseases, cancer, surgery and malpractice. Gem, cat's eye, exaltation Scorpio, debilitation Taurus, directional strength 12th house.
12th house. Vyayasthana.
Ketu South Node, loss, liberation, perception, wisdom, lack of confidence, negation, self-doubt, fantasies, confusion, indecision, illusions, drug addiction and alcoholism, psychic influences, fire, injury, death, spiritual insight. Indicates sparks of intelligence and brilliance of the mind. It symbolizes flag, hence gives heightened effect, achievement, accomplishment, self-realization.
Right. So these are words, but these words mean something, and they will mean something to you once you start understanding the placements, the significance of it in your chart, in your friend's charts. And it's dasha, like you always keep saying, your dasha is this and all that, your gochara dasha. So all these things will make sense slowly. Please remember that this is just very brief one word descriptions of every planet, what it really signifies. But what it means to you need not be every word that is written. No.
Correct.
So
only some will match.
Sorry?
Only some will
yes.
add on
And it is very
to the native
temporal,
chart.
right? So it will vary from time to time. At every point in time, it will not mean every word or every at one point it may mean
depending on the degree.
Yes. And of course your age, your maturity, your own journey in life, and of course the planet, its positioning, its bhava that it resides in, its dasha, its gochara, all these things will matter. So but remember, these words will come handy when you want to put something about Ketu in your chart, right? Don't take these words for just their face value. They have a deeper meaning. You will understand it slowly. But it is our duty to teach you, just to give you a brief of every planet. And thus, today we have finished the planets and their significance. Okay. Now, from the next class onwards, we are going to learn more about the planets in different bhavas. That is first house, second house, third house. What sun means if it is in the first house. What it means if it is in the second house. What it means if it is in third house. So on, so forth. Aise sun se leke Rahu tak. We are going to read Ketu tak. We are going to talk about each planet's position in the different bhavas.
Or in 12 houses.
Sorry?
In the 12 houses.
In
the 12 bhavas.
houses. Absolutely. And what individual bhava means, wo humne aaj revision mein dekha hai, right? So the first bhava means self. Second bhava is for speech.
Second bhava is
wealth, inheritance,
family,
family,
siblings. Second house is siblings.
Siblings and friends.
No, third house.
Third is siblings.
And also the way you eat. Also, if I'm not sure about that.
Wait, let's just revise this so that this will come handy for our next class. So first house is self, physical body, general characteristics. Second house is wealth, family, speech, resources. Third is sibling, courage. Fourth is mother, peace, happiness, education, comfort. Fifth is children, fame, talent, emotions. Sixth is enemies, obstacles, diseases, accidents. Seventh is relationships, spouse and partners. Eighth is longevity, troubles, secrets, occult signs, in-laws. Ninth is guru, father, luck, fortunes, dharma. 10th is work, career, power, status. 11th is income, friends, elder brother. And 12th is losses, donations, sacrifice, spirituality, imprisonment, foreign land. So we have to now understand, when I say sun, my sun is in the first house, or my sun is in the 12th house, or my sun is in the 7th house, what it really means to me. Okay. So that description will start from the next class onwards. So the first planet that we will see is the sun, right? I will share this presentation, this revision PDF also, and I think planets I've already shared in the class, in the WhatsApp group, right?
Yes.
So I will share the resources, and even, I apologize for not uploading videos. My laptop, my other laptop that has that video is in the office, and I am unable, I haven't got it, but yesterday, last class and this class, I will share it right away so that you all revise, whatever we have spoken. Okay. And from next class onwards, we will see to it that we first finish what we have started so that there is no confusion, because we should remember that there are many people who have joined new. They may have no clue of what we are talking about. So let's finish what we are looking at in terms of the material of the class, and then we can open for discussion so that we are not lost. Okay. What happens is there's people speaking above each other, and then there's confusion, and let's not do that. Only so that there are people who may not know in depth as much as you all do. So let's try and finish systematically what we seek to finish for the day, and then we can open for discussion, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Anybody has any questions now? So now that we have finished, if anybody wants to ask anything, can ask.
Ma'am, I wanted to
Yes.
ask that Shani, like self-doubt and everything, since it's the Lord of मतलब Capricorn is Capricorn का होता है ना वो Lord,
Yes.
like
Yes.
so Capricorn की characteristics is also self-doubt, hardworking.
Yes.
So is it related with,
It's
right?
absolutely related. Yes. So राशि के जो characters हैं वो आपके लॉर्ड्स पे भी डिपेंडेंट, जो हमने पिछली क्लास में भी देखा था. So like Aries, if you see, Aries is what? A go-getter. It's fully action oriented, brave, courageous, outgoing. So Mars is a ruler of Aries, right? So Mars के क्या characteristics हैं? Mars is a commander in chief. So Mars की जो boldness है, courageousness है, वो सारे traits उस राशि में आ जाते हैं. तो बिल्कुल सही है आपका कि शनीश्वर जो है, जो भगवान है, जो ऑलरेडी मकर और कुंभ राशि के लॉर्ड हैं, भगवान है, तो उनके ट्रेड्स बिल्कुल उस राशि में दिखेंगे. Absolutely. They're related.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
This Rahu and Ketu direction strength, we have to count clockwise or anti-clockwise? Direction strength.
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes.
See, this according to Lagna only, we have to say that our Lagna is Makara. So Makara is headed by Shanishchara, like so. That in that Lagna god is in somewhere else house. So how does it behaves, ma'am?
Yes.
Suppose Lagna, see Lagna is my Lagna is Makara. So, but my Makara is staying in somebody else's house. How does it behave, Shanishchara?
Yes, absolutely. Very nice question you have asked, ma'am, because next we are going to learn about that. So this is when you ask this question, what really it means is, how would you know whether your Lagna is strong or not? मतलब आपकी लग्न राशि का strength जो है, that will depend on many things. One is which planet resides your Lagna Rashi, whether it is your Lagna Lord or it is some other Lord. Second, where is your Lagna Lord located, whether it is in the enemy house or it is in a good house. Next, which planet is looking at your Lagna Lord and which planet is looking at your Lagna Rashi. Both are also equally important. And how this interaction is with the other planets. All these factors together will tell you the strength of your Lagna Rashi. So it is a very complex. I mean, I'm putting it very simply, but it is really complex. There are so many things that you have to take into consideration.
Ma'am, there is also degrees of the ascendant, right?
Degree, yes, of course. But right now, let's not go on degrees because वो हमारे अभी के syllabus के इसमें नहीं है. तो degrees also important है, no doubt. क्योंकि based on your degrees also, the degree of exaltation will depend, the degree of debilitation will depend. So many other factors will depend on the degree, yes. But for now, let's not dive so deep because we'll be lost. Yeah. You're absolutely right. That's a very nice way of thinking forward because that is where we are headed. That is where we will, that is what we expect to learn by the end of first year. How to understand the strengths of our Lagna or any other, every house, in fact. Not only the first bhava, that is your Lagna, but also the second, the third, the fourth. So the question of prosperity, the question of luck, the question of marriage, the question of education, the question of foreign trips, the question of travel, ये सारे questions के जवाब हमको irrespective bhavas के strengths और weaknesses से हमें पता चलता है, right?
Okay.
Yes. So is this concept clear?
Yeah.
Can we break for tonight?
Yes, miss. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
very good night.
Okay.
Good night, ma'am. Thank
Good
you very
night.
much.
If you have
Thank
any
you, ma'am. Good night,
questions.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much.
everybody.
Good night.